viewers, the latest coming in right now, blackout mock drills are taking place across the country. We're going to get you the latest coming in. Once again, these were all planned mock drills that are taking place. We don't want to sound alarmist. This is not to panic anyone. This was all planned, not reactionary to what happened late last night. This has been part of the civic drills that have been taking place, civic defense drills that have been taking place through the course of the day. And now what we are witnessing is blackout drills, primarily needed to make citizens aware of what they need to do if at all we are in a position of conflict or in a place of war where Pakistan is concerned. Right now, we are close to neither of that. I want to cut across immediately to Dr. Kiran Bedi, former IPS officer and author. She's joining us live right now. Dr. Bedi, appreciate you taking the time and joining us today. First up, Dr. Bedi, your comments on Operation Sindoor, which the government delivered with precision and complete success, and more so with the kind of empathy, with just not the name, but have two women officers front that press briefing coming in from two different faiths.
That is the modern India. That is a progressive India. That's what is a capable India. That's what is all about strong India. And that's what is inclusive India. And that's what is a confident India. This is what India is producing evidence of that. I think it's produced evidence by these surgical strikes, these precision strike, and also to due diligence for 15 days, and then you go to a precision strike, all 9 scored. And and a family, if I believe so, if the information is right, the family of the leader is demolished. So he's got a सबक सीख लिया उसने कि हमारे बच्चों को, हमारी बीवियों को मारा, आदमियों को मारा, उसकी फैमिली भी चली गई. ये हमारी संस्कृति नहीं है. हम ये, दिस इज नॉट द वे वी बिलीव कि हमारी मारी तो तुम भी मरे. हम नहीं करते, लेकिन मरवाया तुमने खुद. यू कॉल्ड फॉर इट, एंड यू सी हाउ नेचर जस्टिस इज डन. लॉ ऑफ नेचर. तुमने हमारी फैमिली को बर्बाद किया, तुम्हारी फैमिली भी बर्बाद हो रही. So I think it's we are not for retribution. This is not in our DNA. But if you compel us, then we've proven it that we are. So we have not reacted. We have acted. And action was our duty to do successfully. And we thank all our armed forces, all our and all our leadership. In fact, it's a day of gratitude, not a day of boasting. It's not a day of ego. It's a day of gratitude. And I think with humility, that this is not what we want to do, but if you force us, then we will do it. And we've done it. And we will continue to do it because we've only done 9. There are many others left. Those centers have to be also targeted similarly anytime, whenever the leadership so decides. They are all on the radar now.
Dr. Bedi, you know, in the past, where every time India has taken retaliatory action against Pakistan, we've conducted the surgical strikes the last time. These have been, operations that have been delivered, executed with precision. There is so much that goes into it. This time, there was something different because not only did we execute an operation with complete precision and a successful operation at that, where we struck 9 terror spots in Pakistan, not just in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, but also mainland Pakistan, province of Punjab, the headquarters of the LET and the Jaish-e-Mohammad. But what we did differently this time, Dr. Bedi, and that needs to be spoken of as well, is to deliver a balm. The vengeance has been wrapped in empathy and a larger messaging of symbolism back home, where even the name of this operation has proven to be solace for, the Pahalgam widows, Operation Sindoor, where you've had 2 women front to the world when they debriefed not India, not Pakistan, but the entire world on what the fine print of Operation Sindoor was. And they came from 2 different faiths. So you also gave a larger message of unity.
That's exactly what I'm saying. India is producing evidence of what it is saying and what India is. This is what, in fact, the female leadership in our armed forces or in the police forces is right at the top. And they're one of the finest officers we have. And they are at the United Nations. United Nations is always asking in peacekeeping more women contingents. Why? Because they've seen how women perform outstandingly well and how they bring peace in the war-torn places where they've been disputed. We've proven to the world. We have not proven. It's evolved. India has evolved. India is very different from what it was even 15 years ago or even 10 years. Every day it's progressing and it's growing and it's showing and it's becoming more equitable and also more inclusive. That's what it's showing. And the kind of precision our armed forces have shown, they've shown all these years of their capability in these last 25, less than one or less than half an hour. They showed it, where they're capable of, whether it was land, whether it was air, or whether it was the sea. All three levels. And also our leadership, our governance, how wisely, statesmanlike, how restrainedly, how thoughtfully, how maturely they've acted, not reacted.
Dr. Bedi, what do you think was the thought behind? Because usually what we would have seen was a press conference where we would have seen, men belonging to or officers coming in from all three armed forces sitting in a very formal debrief. That didn't quite happen. We had two women officers. This was clearly by intention, by design, to have these two women front the debrief of Operation Sindoor, and also make it a point that they came from two different faiths, because there's a larger cloud and connotation where the communal rhetoric around this operation has also been strong.
Preeti, it's shown. They've shown that what was happening all along, they made them visible today. They've made our strength visible. And this is how India is growing in India. And I think this is where India was arriving, but it was not making them so visible as today they made them visible. And also about both the faiths. Because this is what India is all about. A very tolerant and inclusive India. That's what Indian society is all about, where it respects each other and allows each other to exercise their own rights and whatever they wish. So I think India has shown this is true India today. But it was the first time when they made both these women visible. I think it was a larger message that this is what India was already nurturing. And it's only recently, thanks to the Honorable Supreme Court and our armed forces and the policies of the government, that this has happened. I would myself address many commanders in the Mao school, many commanders, a large congregation of commanders in the making. You will see more and more women from the combative places right to the top. Very soon another, because they're all in the commander and other situations. We've already had medical doctors in the top of the services, but these are combative where they've shown these. I think it makes India proud and put it in the world of the female world, women world, that India is right at the top.
I'll ask you one final question, Dr. Bedi, before I let you go. Would you think India with this operation has... there's been so much talk over the last 10 days. You've been parts of so many discussions where we speak of deterrence. Has India delivered that deterrence that we've spoken of in the last 10 days?
This is how I feel. I think that's what an ordinary, simple Indian is feeling today. You see those people who lost their members of the family in Pahalgam, how the women have felt? They felt as if they've been avenged. I think when I heard them saying today, we feel healed and we feel avenged. I think that is what mattered most. And that's a shared feeling across the length and breadth of this country.
Well, Dr. Bedi, thank you for joining us and taking the time out. And once again, viewers, you cannot emphasize enough on the fact that, yes, this operation was executed, with precision. It's a success, but also the larger messaging that has been delivered. It served as a balm and to some possible closure for what they have gone through over the course of the last 15 to 20 days. And that in itself is huge in terms of messaging and symbolism. Thank you, Dr. Bedi, for taking the time out and joining us.